Hey brick fans, and welcome to the Brick Bakery, where all our jokes are half-baked and most of our bricks are medium rare. Yeah, welcome everybody. Today we are building the 31083, the Cruising Adventure. And that is a set from this summer actually. Just came out this summer. Hey girly builder, hey, and welcome. It's good to see you. I hope you're having a nice Friday, and I hope this might be the start of a great weekend for you. This set is so big I can't even really fit it in the camera, to be honest. But yeah, I'm building the 31083, and yeah, this is the front page, and there's of course the alternate builds on the back here. There's a small sort of, I don't know, is this a holiday home and a small sailing boat, and maybe a Coast Guard tower and a helicopter. That's pretty cool. And hey, Sea Brick Tutorials, hey the Lego Room, and hey CD Bricks, welcome all, and shalom to you too, my friend. Shalom. I don't think I've heard that ever before used as a real greeting, only by people who were making fun or in movies. But yes. This one is great, and I'm really looking forward to building it. I was a bit surprised at the size actually. I just checked it on Bricklink or Lego.com, I don't remember, but it's actually more than 500 pieces, so it's a little bigger than I was actually expecting. But that's cool. You'll have a blast putting it all together, I'm sure. Girl Rita says, how are you? Well, I'm fine, thank you. And how about you? How are you? Are you good? Are you all enjoying this Friday? And here's the book, a big fat one, a bit curled, but that will be fine, I think. I believe that all the builds are in here. And the boat is over 100 instructions long. It's 105 pages. So yeah, we're in for quite the stream, I think. But yeah, we're just gonna get into it. Yeah, thank you. Hey, Cowie's Creation, welcome. Yeah, please smash the like button if you want. That would be great. It really helps out the channel. And yeah, I'm glad to see you all. I hope you have had a great week. Oh, CD Brick says, I just finished my semester exams. Well, congratulations to you, my friend. I hope it went well. I hope you are satisfied with... I don't know if you already got the results, but if you didn't, I hope you're just satisfied. And if you did get the results, I hope you're satisfied with the results. Hey, GDA Bricks. Saying hello, but be driving all over Sydney this morning. Beautiful day for it. Hoping we don't get as hot as yesterday. Hit 40. Oh, that's hot. That would be 40 degrees Celsius, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. They do use metrics in Australia, I believe, but I'm not sure. So please, somebody correct me if I am wrong. But it's quite alright that you're just popping by. It's good to see you anyway. I am just starting out by pouring all the content out here, and this might be the biggest mistake I made today. Because pouring everything together like this might make everything a little harder to find. But well, that's the fun about Lego. I remember a time where there wasn't any numbered bags in this, and you'll just have to pour everything out no matter what, because there wasn't any other possibilities actually. So so this is just me returning back to the 1990s almost in the way I approach building this. It is quite a pile of bricks, that's for sure. But it was, I think, actually 574 maybe. 574. And I have confirmation that they do use metrics in the in Australia. So that's good. Thank you, Lego Room. Oh, Sea Brick Tutorial says that it is freezing in the Netherlands. Wow. Well, I don't know, here in Denmark it is cold, but it's not freezing. It was freezing or almost freezing a couple of nights ago, but not at this time. Not right now. Right now it's cold, but it's not freezing as far as I know. But it is cold. That's for sure. That's for sure. A lot of bricks coming out here. This is gonna be a while, I think, today. Let's see if we can get everything done. I don't know. It is quite late here, so maybe I might have to sort of give up halfway, but I hope not. I hope we can do everything. And there we go. And there's one last bag with the big pieces for this boat. This boat is actually going to be a lot bigger than I thought. It's amazing. Every time I open up a Lego set from present day, I'm always amazed about the size of the build. The first newer set that I really built that was a vehicle was the rescue helicopter of the Coast Guard's theme, and I was amazed of the size there. That was just awesome, awesomely big. So yeah, again, amazed by the size of this build. And hello there, Robin Hall, and hello there, 10 Bricks. Okay, well, see you later, 10 Bricks maybe. But welcome, Robin Hall. Good to see you all. I hope you are having a wonderful day and that you are going to have a wonderful weekend. And maybe this little live stream can be a part of a good weekend. I hope so, at least. I'm trying to find there we go. I just need another torso and another pair of legs and a hairpiece, and we've got everything actually, which is good. Yeah, I might just leave them some here. And dun, dun, dun. Hey, Bricks for Heroes, welcome, 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 my friend. I hope you're great, and I hope you had a wonderful day. We are building the 31083 Cruising Adventure, which is a boat. This is a boat that we are building, and it is, as far as I remember, I think it was 574 pieces big. So there is a lot of pieces, and it is going to be a while, that is for sure. But I hope I can make everything tonight, but if not, I might have to finish it on another stream or off cam. But let's not get into that before we actually get to that point. Right now I'm off to a good start because I'm almost done completing the minifigures. There's 3 minifigures in this set, and they actually look pretty nice, I think. I like. Actually, I think it's very, very interesting that Lego has made all these sort of beach sets and such. I'm not sure as precisely why that is. If anybody has an explanation for that, for why Lego has had this focus on beach and going to the beach on holiday and doing all kinds of beach stuff, I'd love to hear it, because I don't know what is actually the reason for that. But I do find it very interesting, and I do find them very, very funny and very, very cute, these beach sets. So here are the 3 minifigures, all done and ready to go. Oops. There we go. President Sad, welcome, 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 my friend. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Bricks for Heroes says the stream is not loading. I hope you're not all having that kind of problems. I don't think you have, because I think you would have said something. Oh, welcome, there you are. Bricks for Heroes, that's good. That's good. And Cowie's Creations asked, are you excited for the Vestas windmill? That's a good question. I haven't really looked into that one particularly. As frequent watchers of my channel will know, I'm not too much into sets that are not minifig scale, and I'm actually not sure if the Vestas windmill is minifig scale. So in that regard, no, I'm not necessarily looking forward to the Vestas windmill. However, I do think it is an impressive build, and I do enjoy it. I'm probably not going to get it, but I will really want to see it in real life at some point, because it is impressive. But I believe it's a I don't know if it's a revised version, but I believe it is actually a reissue of an older set that was very similar, or maybe even the same. I don't know precisely. Robin Hall says, I'm not sure about the windmill. There's better stuff to be had, in my opinion. Kari's Creation says, I'm building a mini-scale version of it, I think. And I think that might be a good solution, to build one with the bricks you already have, because I don't know how expensive it's going to be, but it's surely not going to be cheap. I can guess that much, because Lego rarely is. There's an ice cream somewhere. I haven't seen an ice cream. I would guess up here somewhere, but it's not there. There's these little transparent. What do you call those in English? Actually, do you call them lollies? I don't remember. Ice cream is gone. It's gone. Should be here somewhere. It'll turn up. I'll just press on. I know it belongs in here, so there's a little freezer or cooling bag, or whatever you call those, here. So yeah, let's get on with the small sand castle as well. Troublemaker Bricks, hello my friend, welcome. It's good to see you. I hope you are having a wonderful weekend, and that this is maybe a Good Friday as well, because I'm having a Good Friday because I have Lego, I have a live stream, and I'm having fun, so that's good. That is really, really good. Yeah, it's good to see you, my friend. Boom. Bricks for Hero says, I'm not very good in English because I'm an Austrian, but I will do my best. Well, my friend, I think it sounds like you are very good at English, actually. I had no trouble understanding that at all. So I think you are probably good at it. So no worries. We will try to understand you if anything goes wrong. But I don't think it will, because it seems okay right now. So yeah, that's good. But welcome people from Austria. That's cool. I was in Austria this year, actually, in Vienna. Lovely city. I can only recommend going there. It's a large city, that's for sure, but it was the most tranquil large city that I've ever been in. It was so quiet, so silent, not much traffic noise or anything. That was so impressive, and we couldn't help but talk about that a lot when we were there. So yeah, so that's a wonderful place. That is a wonderful place that I can recommend if you are going to Europe, to continental Europe. That is, of course. And we need some of these small black sticks here. CD Brick says, oh, hey, the world of bricks and pieces. Hi, my friend. Hey. Welcome. And CD Brick says, hey, BB, I really love the voice that you did in the Halloween video. It was awesome. My thank you. I really enjoyed making that episode. It was a lot of fun. I was really sort of, wondering, oh, is this maybe too much? Am I pushing this way too far into both stereotyping but also overacting? Am I scaring off people, not because it's scary, but just because it might be considered a bit, I don't know, childish or whatever you want to call it? But I was actually having just a bit of a doubt before publishing that, but the way that video was received, I am extremely happy how well it was received, because I had never in my wildest imagination guessed that people would be so would like that one so much. But thank you anyway. It was very nice of you to say that you liked the voice. It was yeah, it was great fun to do, and it was great fun to see your guys' reactions to it, because yeah, that's the whole thing about doing YouTube, isn't it? You know, you want to publish something and get people's reaction, and I'm really glad you like that one. Brick Pasta, hello my friend, I hadn't even seen you there, I'm sorry, but hello. Yes, I think too, actually, it was fun. I know you're not supposed to toot your own horn, but I thought it was fun because I had fun doing it. So yeah, so that was great. I'm glad you guys liked it. I'm glad you guys liked it. We are moving into the third side build here, the small jet ski thing, which is actually very similar to the one we had in the build from last week's live stream. There was a jet ski as well, but I think actually this one is a little bigger, maybe a little more intricate. But if I'm not mistaken, the set I built last week was actually of a different generation than this one. I believe the set I built last week was actually a discontinued set, and this one was just released this summer. So there is a generation difference there, and I think that might be why there is a difference to these two jet skis. That is for sure. The World of Bricks and Pieces says, Bricks for Heroes, congrats on 250 subs. Yes, indeed. Bricks for Heroes, congratulations, my friend. 250 is a wonderful milestone to hit. It's always good to sort of round those sharp corners. I am really impressed every time someone does that, because it means they put in a lot of hard work. And yeah, 250, great going. That's for sure. Boop, 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 boop. I actually just, as you guys might know, I do enjoy exploring YouTube for other LEGO content. And just before I came on live here, I watched a video from a guy called, and now I've forgotten completely, of course, what his name was. No, it was called, so close. Oh, that's embarrassing. I just had it right in my mind, and now it is gone. Oh well, it'll come back at some point, I hope. But if it doesn't, that's not a problem. I need a brick. Ah, very observant, Jacob. I need a brick. How weird. Do you need a brick? Well, certainly, I need a brick. And it's not here. Oh, there. There it was. It's going here, and it's going there. Hey, Martin, my friend. Welcome. I hope you are having a wonderful Friday, and I hope you are having a great start to a great weekend. We are building the 31083, which is the cruising adventure that has over 500 pieces in it, and I hope I'll be done tonight. If not, I might have to continue this on another stream, but right now I'm hopeful. I think I can make it in one sitting, because I would prefer that. I would really prefer that. That's for sure. That is for sure. Robin Hall asks, can I recommend Brick Train's YouTube channel? Well, you can. You can very much recommend that channel. So please, Robin, recommend away if you will. It is fine by me. We can always recommend channels, because there are, as I just said, I really like exploring for new LEGO channels, and I am amazed of how many there are out there. I keep finding new ones. This is the finished small jet ski. I actually like this one better than the one from the build the other day. This one is great. But what I was about to say was I'm really amazed about how many LEGO channels I can keep finding. there's always a new one just around the corner, and there's so many that's actually new. I mean, newly started, not just new to me, but they've just begun their thing. You know, they're 20 subscribers, 30 subscribers, starting a half a month ago, maybe less, maybe more, but so many people doing the thing with the YouTubes, and I'm amazed. I never really realized I'm doing this wrong, aren't I? No, it's fine. And I'm amazed. I never really realized how many people are actually doing the YouTube thing actively, because one thing is to have an account. We can all do that. I mean, that's just registering and watch videos. That's the easy part. But actually creating some kind of content, now that's the hard part, and that's what really takes a lot of work. And I'm amazed of how many people actually do that, and the quality of the content is great at most times. So yeah, that's just great. But that means I can always discover new channels with new content and new ideas, and I really like just exploring, just writing comments, seeing what people like, what their interests are within the Lego world and such. It's really interesting. So yeah, I really like doing that. Brick Pasta says there are thousands of Lego channels. Yes, I think you're right. Thousands, that's for sure. I am pretty sure that most of my subscribers are actually people with their own Lego channels still. I don't know the percentages. I haven't looked into that, but I'm pretty sure that most of them are actually content creators themselves, which is fine. That's great. That's really super, because it gives some great feedback and some great interactions around the whole product, oh, there's the ice cream, needs to go. This is the small ice lolly, and it needs to go in here like this and like this. So there's an ice cream in here. But anyway, I was saying that I think most of my subscribers are actually YouTube content creators themselves, which is great because it gives great interaction and great feedback. So that is pretty cool, actually. And Bricks for Heroes ask, and thank you for asking, do you have Instagram? Yes, I do have an Instagram account, and I try to update it almost daily. I think I've been pretty good at it, updating it daily in the last couple of weeks, but sometimes it does slip up. You just have to go to Instagram and look for the Brick Bakery. That's luckily pretty easy, I think. And you'll stumble upon my little what's that called? That's not called channel, that's called account, maybe. That's gonna be an account. So you'll find my Instagram account like that, and you'll find a lot of pictures. I'm actually considering, and maybe I should hear sort of I think hey Legomaniac, welcome. And you just finished the Go Brick Yourself event at work. That's wonderful. I never really... what was I saying? I was saying something about Instagram, wasn't I? Oh yeah, I was saying, what I was trying to say was I participated in some... ooh, this is fun. Wow, this is... Wow. I'm amazed about the smoothness. This is great. I could do this for hours. We'll just do this for 6 hours. That might not be a good video, but yeah. No, what I was saying is in September on my Instagram, I participated in I don't know if it was a challenge as such, but there was a hashtag that was called September Books, which meant that you were supposed to take a picture of a book each day of September based on a certain theme that was presented by, I think it was a Danish library that had that event going, and I did that. So you'll find that the first pictures on my account are mostly pictures of books, but I've managed to actually include Lego in, I think, all of them. Maybe one or two are without Lego, but I think most of them are actually with Lego as well. So you could check out those, because I think some of them actually turned out pretty well. And what I was actually going to say before was that I am thinking about doing a couple of videos with the pictures from Instagram and publish them here on YouTube, both because there'll soon be a Christmas or holiday season coming up, and I won't necessarily have all the time that I have usually. So having such videos in store would be great. And I think I could do something like, you know, my top 10 most liked pictures from Instagram this and that month. But that's just an idea. I don't know what you guys maybe think of that idea. If you have any comments on that, you know, doing a video with pictures from my Instagram account, please let me know if you think that's a good idea, if you think it's a bad idea, or if you have any suggestions on how it should be done. I am all ears. And Robin Hall says, I commented on all of them, and that is completely true. I don't think you missed a single one of my posts on Instagram, and you always do some very I always enjoy your comments because they're always very punny. And I really enjoy puns. Puns is what I live by to some extent. I'm not as good at them in English because I'm not an English native speaker, of course. But I enjoy them rather in my own native language, which is Danish, of course. So yeah. So thank you for commenting on all my pictures, Robin Hall. It is really appreciated. And yeah. So that's great. Cowboys Creations, you'll be right back. That is good. We'll be waiting right here for you. Be doing some more building while you're gone, though. Bricks for Heroes says, Brick Bakery, how do you understand my videos with Google Translate? No, if you're from Austria, you probably speak German, don't you? Or French? French? Is it French or Austrian Swiss French? Help me here. Is it German? Is it German? Because German I can actually manage somewhat. I won't understand every little detail, but from the from the context and from watching the pictures and such, I can actually understand that pretty well. Are these transparent or are they orange? They are transparent, so they need to be transparent. It's these. The Lego Room says, I always read Robin Hall's comments on your posts. That's great. That's great. I'm happy that I'm not the only one reading those. Thank you, Lego Room. That was a great comment. I enjoyed that one, really. I always read. Yes. Thank you. Thank you so much. That one was great. That one was great. Yeah. But anyway, there's a Danish business journalist called, I don't remember his name, but anyway, he published a book a couple of years back about Lego and the whole crisis they had back in the 90s, and he actually published that some years ago, I believe, and I just found out today that it was available in my audiobook app, audiobooks that I can borrow on the library, and that's pretty cool. So I'm listening to the book about the crisis in Lego in the 90s. It's just started, so I don't know very much at this point. It just started out with a gallery of characters, so to speak, with presenting different important people and what they were doing and what their role were in different things. But I am looking forward to listening, reading that one till the end. It's a 10-hour, 9 hours and 40 something minutes, I think. So I really look forward to doing that. I read a lot of books in that way, actually. A lot of the books I have read last year and before that as well. I've read by listening to them on an audiobook, and I can highly recommend that because it's great. You have something to listen to, and you're actually gaining some knowledge simultaneously, and that is pretty cool. Lego for life, hey, my friend, and welcome. And you say, Lego for Life asks, what do you film on? Well, I film on my iPhone, and my iPhone is an SE. I mean, as far as I know, that means that it is a the machine parts of it, so to speak, are a iPhone 6, but the casing is an iPhone 5. So that's what I film on, that's what I use, and it has served me well so far. And it's also I use my iPhone for live streaming like this, and I use the YouTube app that's on my iPhone for this streaming. So I don't use any encoding devices or anything like that. I haven't really, my live streams aren't that sophisticated. At some point I would love to do something to have a second camera, so you might be able to see my ugly face while I do these builds, and maybe we can interact a bit more. I think it might be a bit more comfortable for you guys to actually be able to see my face, at least to some extent. Or maybe it'll scare you off. I don't know. What do you guys think? No, Austria is German. Yes, Break for Heroes. All right. Then I do understand your videos, just because we learned German in school when I was in primary school back in the day. I learned German. So I have sort of, I have a working. I can get by in Germany. I can order stuff from a restaurant. I can find my way and ask for directions and such. And understanding something like Lego videos is easier when you know stuff about the content in advance. I know stuff about Lego, so understanding a video on a foreign language about Lego is easier than if it was something that I don't know anything about, be that quantum physics or something like that, which I don't know anything about. Then I might have a hard time following it. But when it is in German on a subject that I actually know something about, it is relatively easy for me to understand. It's not like I can have conversations like I have in English on German. But yeah, as I said, ask for directions, understand messages, just understand a lot more than I can actually say. So that's how I understand your videos, I think. Robert Hall says, I have a face that's good for radio. Don't be too harsh on yourself. I have a face that's good for radio. Oh well. That was good. I'm missing a brick. I am missing a brick. It's probably because everything is piled like this that I just can't see it. It's here. There it was. Yeah, it turns out, I don't know if some of you guys might have been here last week when I did the other live stream on the beach set. And what happened there was that at some point I declared that there was a piece missing. Turns out it was lying on the floor all along. So I found it after the stream. So yeah, when I say that that if something is missing, you should look again, it was true. So I looked and I found it, and that was all good. It was all good. Do and a do. Hey, the Dark Knight. Bonsoir, monsieur. Ça va? Legalomaniac says, you have a very expressive face. I think he's talking to me, but I don't know if you have a very expressive face. Having your face on the cam during streams could be a positive thing, I think. Yes, I think you are right. And I'm not talking about my expressive face. I'm just talking about if I see a live stream and I can see the guy's face, or the woman's face for that matter, I feel more engaged. So I think just for upping the engagement with people, you know, just for people feeling more engaged with the live stream, I think a camera showing a face, in this case my face, would be better than not having such a camera. So I think I'm going to, at some point, I think I'll be looking into doing that. I was actually wondering if I know there's a possibility in the YouTube Creator Studio page for actually creating a second camera, but I think that's meant for if you have two webcams, and I don't. I just have my iPhone at this point, so I can't really use that functionality. As far as I know, I have tried fiddling around with it for a bit, but I haven't really figured it out, and I haven't managed to find any really good instructions on how to combine your iPhone with another camera, and I'm not sure it's actually possible. Yeah, well, the Lego Room says, I think being on the videos creates more engagement with viewers and ultimately leads to more subscribers. I think you're right. I think you are right. Personally, being on camera for me was a decision I made before I even started YouTubing. I had an idea for a format in my head on how I was to create these videos, and that meant I had to have my face on the camera. It meant I had to speak to the camera, and I remember vividly the first couple of times I had to sit down and talk to an empty room. That was really, really weird. And if you go back and watch some of those old videos of mine, you'll see that I am really weirded out by that situation. I speak almost like I'm speaking in slow motion. I don't feel very comfortable in front of the camera. I don't know, shy might be the right word. Yeah, just very, very, very uncomfortable. I should watch those old videos. Once in a while, you know, autoplay just starts playing my own videos if I've watched something, and then you know you stumble upon your own stuff. And sometimes I actually watch my own stuff just to sort of get a sense of the progress, or maybe, you know, sort of remembering, oh, how did I do that back then, and how am I doing it now? Is there something that I did previously that I should start doing again because I've forgotten, or something like that? So yeah. And Robin Hall says, I think you are right, but I'm too worried about looking stupid. Yeah, I think you will. I think I know what you say. I know what you're saying, and I can actually sympathize. But I think at some point, you come to realize that there will be times where you do look stupid, and that is just what it is. Yeah, but if you don't want to be on camera, you know, don't be on camera, because it's not, if you're not comfortable, if you don't think it's fun, if you don't want to do that, then don't, because it won't be nice for you. And if it's not nice for you, I'm pretty sure that'll be, you know, you can see that on a video. If people aren't comfortable, you feel that when you watch the video. So there's no reason to sort of force yourself to do something that you're not comfortable with, because I'm not sure that the product will be any better for it. So yeah. The Dark Knight asks if I like Lego City. If I like his Lego City. But isn't me? Oui, je crois j'aime tes Lego City. I hope that was about right. Yeah, I think that was about right. Sorry for my French. I do actually, I have been taking French for a while now. Not that it is nearly as good as it should be if you've taken French for a period of time, but I have actually taken French, so I have even smaller knowledge of French than I have of German. But yeah. The Lego Room says, thanks man, I'm actually looking forward to doing something like that again soon. Oh, are you gonna make more interviews at the Lego Room, or are you just gonna make other videos with your face on it? Brick pasta. Sometimes letting the quirkiness flow helps keep the viewer engaged. Yes, I think you are right, because your quirks is also part of your personality, and your personality is important when you do videos and such, because that is what can separate you from other people on YouTube or on camera. You know, one thing is what you look like. You can't do much about your looks. You know, you're born with them. So that's just what it is. But your personality and your quirks are, you know, that's what you can actually use to sort of separate yourself from other Lego YouTubers. So yeah, I think you're right, Brick Pasta. Letting sort of the quirkiness and quirks show. Yeah, that's engaging, because, you know, it becomes human instead of something produced. And I think actually that's why the YouTube media is more successful than say Flow TV might be at this point, because people feel that they can engage a bit more with the people that makes YouTube content, because they seem more human, because they're not as polished and as perfect as on television, on Flow TV, on the news and stuff like that. You know, a bit more human dimension, a bit more imperfect and relatable, I think. So that's probably some of the reasons why that YouTube is so successful as a platform. Yeah, and 2 more of these. Yeah, see you, my friend, Dark Knight, and sleep tight, and I hope you have a wonderful weekend. I know I will have a wonderful weekend, because this is starting off wonderfully. Starting off very wonderfully. Carriage of No Return. Hello, 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 my friend, and welcome, welcome, welcome. I trust... Now, I've seen the picture actually that my sig fig arrived safely at your home. That was great, and yeah, I hope you. It looked like he felt right at home, so that's great. So look again, the size of this thing. You know, this is this is a child minifigure, but anyway, this is huge. It's so big. It's so big. I actually got this very shortly after it came out. It was released from Lego. There was a toy store in Denmark that actually had it up on half price. So I got that one very, very quickly. And half price is a very good offer for this one. Then it's not too expensive. And yeah, and yeah, it is a quite expensive set if it's not on sale. So yeah, so I was pretty lucky there, I think. I was pretty lucky there, I think. Two and 3 of those, 4 of those actually. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. Carriage No Return says, indeed, he arrived safe and sound. That is good. That is really, really good. The Dark Knight asks, do you like Lego Ninjago? I have exactly 1 Lego Ninjago set. And that is the city police chase thing with the tuk-tuk, the police tuk-tuk. And I enjoy that set in particular because I really like the story in that one. And it's a tuk-tuk that's a police thing, a police vehicle. It's both laughable and very charming at the same time. So yeah, but other than that, I will say that the Lego City, the Ninjago City and the Ninjago Docks are really, 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 really impressive. I really can't over exaggerate how wonderful I think those are. But personally, I think I have a hard time finding out how I should integrate them into a city. I see a lot of people doing some clever things with a sort of Ninjago district, and I think that's a good solution. But not that I have a real Lego city at this point, but if I am to have one at my present house, I have to consider size of a Lego city. And that means that a thing like a Ninjago district wouldn't really be a possibility for me because I don't have the room. And the thing is, I already have the big bank, as you might have seen in different videos that I've made. And I really would like to integrate that one if I make a Lego city at some point. Yeah, so I can say, I can say that I do like some of the Ninjago sets, but I am not necessarily gonna get any more of them myself. But they are beautiful. The Lego Docks, the Ninjago Docks and the Ninjago City is wonderful. The level of detail I hope they'll incorporate in more of their themes as well, that's for sure. Could you imagine a space theme with the same amount of detail as the Ninjago City and Ninjago Docks? That would be awesome. That would be awesome. And I see people are getting subscribers. That's wonderful. I have noticed that my subscriber count is jumping around at this point. A couple of times during the last couple of days, it's jumped up by 2 and then decreased by 2 right after. And that's happened twice or maybe even 3 times. No, twice, I think. And it is a bit confusing. I don't know precisely what's going on, but yeah. Yeah, so I don't know if any of you guys are experiencing something like that at this point. If you are, please let me know, because I'd like to know if that is a thing or if it's just me. BB, what do you think of the pop-up book? I think it is a wonderful thing. I really, really think they've done a beautiful job. However, I actually saw the guy who made it. He has a YouTube channel himself. It's called something like JK Brickspiration, maybe? Something like that. And he made a video on how he actually already have modified the official set to be more like what he actually intended. and I don't know. I don't know anything about the development of that, and I just heard him say something like that in his video. And with those changes, I actually think it's very beautiful. It's so beautiful. It's very well thought out. It's a great idea. I really think that overall the execution is great, and that big printed piece on the front is beautiful. I mean, that is just mind-bogglingly beautiful. It's so wonderful. It's a wonderful set. But if your next question is, Jacob, are you gonna get it? My answer is the same as with so many other things. If it's not really in a minifigure scale, but the book actually is, isn't it? To some extent the book is, because it does contain minifigures, I believe. But anyway, my answer is still the same. If it's not minifig scale, I'm probably not too interested. But I do think it's very, very beautiful. That's for sure. That's for sure. Good old Dr. Jake. I like his very British reviews. Yes, I do like them too. He actually, he's actually very interesting as a Lego YouTuber. Yeah, that's true. Carriage of No Return says, Jakob, I'm very impressed that you can talk and build at the same time. I'd have missed all sorts of steps by now. Yes, and as you'll see later on, I miss steps left, right, and center all the time, and I have to backtrack. So that's that you're not the only one. I'll have to backtrack at some point because I am bound to miss something. That's for sure. I've already actually missed a couple of small steps, but you haven't noticed because I've just put in the bricks without saying anything. So that's yeah, it's already happening. Yeah. The boat looks great so far. I like the navy blue, says CD Bricks, and I agree. I agree. It actually looks wonderful. This dark blue is a wonderful color, and there's a. I think this is actually going to be a toilet, which is great. I know a certain Mr. JC of Small Brick City who would be very pleased to see that there is a toilet in here. I'm not sure actually. Did he do a review on this boat himself? I think actually he did, and I'm pretty sure he commented on the toilet, and that is great. Toilets are very important in Lego cities. I think minifigs have been constipated for years until we actually got those porta potties with that construction set. Can't imagine what they did before that. It can't have been pleasant, that's for sure. That's for sure. Robin Hall says the pop-up book is your next video, and you're saying the pop-up book is overpriced for a non-licensed set, £60, but it's a great build. I agree. It does seem very expensive to me as well, but I don't know precisely why that is. Maybe it's because of the colors that's been used that those are particularly expensive, but other than that, I just don't know. And Megalomaniac says the set is technically licensed from the original creators, though as they receive some of the income. Ah, I know what you mean. So Lego still has to pay the original creators some kind of. They have to pay them something for using the design as a set. So yeah, maybe that's why it's expensive. I don't know. The question is, maybe it's expensive because they don't expect to sell too many of them. So in interest of actually earning something, they are pricing it rather high. I don't know, but that could be why. That could be why. If you're not sure you're going to sell whatever it is you're going to sell, you'll have to put it at a price where you're sure to make your money back. So yeah, maybe that's why. I don't know. I'm just guessing. I'm just guessing. Brick. There. Robin Hall says, I think they only get 1% of total sales. Wow. That's impressively. That's not true. That's really not much. Sorry. That's not much. I thought actually they would get more, like 5% or 7% maybe. But yeah, wow. Carriage of No Return says, the minifig constipation comes from only having pizza to eat for years. I agree, that must be a part of it. That's for sure. That's for sure. Only eating pizza and drinking milk. There was some milk trucks as well, I'm pretty sure. The dairy truck, the 1952, the set number 1952 was a dairy truck from 1980 something. So drinking milk and eating pizza, no, I think that'll get you good and constipated. That's for sure. It's a hard, rough life, it seems. Hello, SSASSA. Welcome, my friend. And Rennie the Space Guy as well. Hello. Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. Hello, my ragtime gal. I think was the reference there, if I'm not mistaken. Rennie the Space Guy. And howdy, Ginger Bricks. Welcome. And Megalomaniac says it is actually quite generous, I think, keeping in mind how many people and steps it takes to actually produce and distribute the set. You might be right, I can agree on that. There is a lot of work. Just, the design process is one thing, and that might have taken, I don't know, years even for some of these builders to get their set through on Lego ideas. But the process that comes after is immense. It's enormous. There's and as far as I know, it's rarely the set as is that goes from the creator's hands to the final end user's hands. There's a lot of revisions going on, and that whole process, I imagine, is really, really expensive, because Lego has to take some of their workers, some of their experts out of their whatever they do normally, and have them review this set specifically. So yeah, I can imagine that costs a lot. And there's the whole packaging and retailing and transporting and producing and all of that. So yeah, maybe 1% is fair, but it sounds like so little when you just hear it. That's for sure. But they do, these people, they put the thing on Lego Ideas themselves. They're not forced to do it, and they actually probably end up making some money from it. So yeah, well, I don't know. I think there's for and against, and there's no sort of good answer for this one. But it's interesting to talk about. Mm-hmm. Yeah, 1% could be a big number. So if they are $60 or £60 or whatever, if they are 60 money, if they're 60 money, that means that the creators are getting what? 0.6 every time that one is sold. So you can just, multiply that, find out how many have been sold, and you'll find out how much they have made. If the sales price is indicative of what they actually get their 1% of, because they might just get their 1% of the profit, and then that's probably lower. Then that is probably lower. And brick and a brick more. I need brick here. And Lego also provide a worldwide marketing and supply chain, as Carriage No Return says. And there's also the kudos that comes from being able to say, I designed that Lego set. You're completely right, Carriage No Return. You are completely right. And SSASA says, in my hometown, it's 7 a.m. Well, in my, where I live, it's actually 11 at night, 11 p.m. at this moment. So there is a time difference, it seems, which is actually kind of great. I love that fact that we can actually meet via the internet, you know, in spite of different time zones. We're actually still able to meet because of the internet. That is really great. I really like that. That is one of the great things that the internet has actually given us, I think. The ability to sort of to be romantic, travel in time. Yes, it has allowed us to travel in time, so to speak, because we can talk to people across the world whenever we want to, in spite of time zones and such. So that's really great. I need 2 of these. Where is the other one? It's right here. Right in front of my eyes. 2. Oh, on top of. Okay. Okay, we'll do it twice then. There. And I need 2 more. This one. And. Where is it? I need a brick. I need a brick. And I cannot see it right now. It's not these 2, it's not this one. But it's very similar to that one. I'm needing one of these right here. And I can't really see it. One of these triangular pieces right here. And it's not here. Hey, Mary's Bricks! Hey, 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 hey. The Lego Room asks if it is a Jurassic Park t-shirt. Yes, it is. My finest Jurassic Park t-shirt I chose to wear for this. Oh, it's right here. To wear for this live stream. I really like Jurassic Park. I think I've said that before on other live streams, and I also said it when I made the Jurassic Park special on my channel, where I built the Velociraptor chase set. You can find that video somewhere on my channel, because I really like that movie. I really, really like that movie. That is for sure. That is for sure. This one and this one, and also this one. Yep, like this and this and this and this and this. What? Who? The Lego Room. 1977 here. I'm in the queue for some movie with spaceships and robots in it. 1977. I'm still waiting for the 1980s to roll around again. The fashions are by far the best. I was 15 in 1977 and a punk. And Mary Spriggs says spaceship. Spaceship? Spaceship? Oh, that's great. I really love that. That was good. Love that one. Boop. What? Oh, like this. All right, I get it now. Oh, my voice seems to be giving up. It's because it's quite late at night, and all this talking is actually quite hard on my voice. So if you hear it start to crack a bit, that's just that. So yeah, what are you guys doing this weekend? Any plans? Any sort of maybe buying some Lego? Maybe it's just been the first of the month in Denmark. We are paid on the first of the month, so everybody has money now, and they can go out and buy stuff if they want to. And maybe they can go out and buy Lego if that is what they want to. And maybe you are going out to buy Lego. Let me know, because I'd love to hear if you're getting anything interesting. Maybe you're getting some of the seasonal sets that's come out now. The Halloween has just come and gone, but I think maybe you can still get the Halloween set, the small Halloween haunt set, which was actually quite great. I enjoyed that set. I really enjoyed reviewing it as well. And you can catch that review on my channel as well. It's the video just before this live stream. Marisbrick says, I'm planning to buy a new Vestas set. We spoke about that one just briefly in this stream as well. I've been looking forward to seeing that on your channel. I hope you're going to do a video on it and maybe even say something about what you think of it. I'm a bit on the fence with something like that. I think it's a interesting display piece, but as I've said sometimes before, if it's not in minifigure scale, I'm not too interested. Not that it's not beautiful, because it is very, very beautiful, and I really like it for that, because it is very nice. But I mostly enjoy getting stuff that's minifigure scale, because minifigures are sort of the standard measure for my way of thinking of Lego. So yeah, if it's not minifigure scale, I'm not gonna get it, but I do like it. And yeah. And hey, Ben Bricks, welcome, my friend. Willkommen. Yes, it is a beautiful set. It is the 31083 Cruising Adventures, and I have been looking forward to building this for some time. I was lucky enough to get it rather cheap. I got it for half price very shortly after it was actually released by Lego. There was a Danish toy store that had it on sale at half price, and I thought, well, I had to get it, so I did. And now we are building it. We are about a little more than halfway through the manual at this point, and I think it is looking rather good at this point. There is a bed in here, a small toilet and a sink and a table. There's actually a small, I think this would be a watch, what do you call them, a clock radio for waking you up in the morning. So that's pretty good. And the colors are great. This dark blue is actually pretty nice. And you couldn't see that at all, could you? Here, this is better. This one is the clock radio, I think. Yeah. And moving on with the build. Moving on with the build. And Ben Bricks, I see that there's about 4 or 5 channels, German channels I might add, involved in some kind of event, and you are one of them, I can see. I haven't really looked into what the event is about specifically, but I believe it was connected to the theme you were discussing in one of your latest videos about how Lego, what Lego is for adults, and what it means when you are an adult. But is that actually true? Is that actually true? Marisbrick says they should change that tile decorated. They got better options for that. Yes, I think you're right. There's actually a better watch one somewhere, I think. But this one is okay. This one has more different purposes or functions beyond this, so maybe it's okay. But I can see what you mean. Other printed pieces might have fit very well there as well. Now we get to a point where I actually have to look at what I'm going to get. There's a lot of different small ones now. 2 of these, 1 of these, 1 of these, and 1 of these. And now the question is where they are all gonna go, because the plants are very white in white in white right now, and that's not too easy to see actually. So here, and a 4, and the long one goes behind it like this, and then on the other side you've got these 6. Oh no, that's wrong. Oops, that's wrong. Like this. There we go. The 6 and 1 of these, and a 2, and 1 of these, and a 4 here, and a 1. All right, that was tricky. That wasn't too easy actually. That was tricky. So yeah, it's not necessarily just an easy build. It's not hard by any means, but it's not easy either. So yeah. Ogle Bricks, my friend, welcome, 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 welcome. You just finished streaming. Well, welcome to my stream. You're welcome, very welcome, and I hope you're having a nice Friday, and maybe this is the start of a great weekend for you. Ben Brick says, yes, there is a big live stream coming up on December 15th on my channel with a lot of German YouTubers, and we are looking back on the year 2018. That sounds like a good event, a very interesting event at that. Good to do sort of a an overview of the year that just went by, and to see, you know, what happened, what was good, what was bad, what did we experience, and so on and so forth. And now we're getting to something that seems a bit tricky actually. This one and these are all what? Oh, this one. Here we go. This I actually like this. This is good. This this edge here. This is really well thought out actually. The pattern here on the side, the way they made that's a great idea. I mean, that's really great. Great thinking. Great thinking. Somebody really put on the big thinking cap for this one. That's great. This pattern here, that's really, really good. That's really, really good. I like that. I really like that. And the small safety belts here and here. Yeah, and the same for the other side. Front one goes this way, back one goes this way, and this and this and there and there. I really like this. That's a great idea. I think I've gotta do that at some point if I ever get to do mocks myself. Yeah, Ben Bricks, I hope I can catch it on the 15th. It might not be too easy, but I hope I can do it. But it does sound very, 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 very interesting. And Carriage of No Return says, I do like it when they create patterns like that. I never think of doing it like that. I never think of doing it like they do. No, I agree. Somebody really thought about this and had a great idea. But that's the great thing about Lego sets. You know, you can actually learn stuff from them just by building them. You'll start to realize what it is that they do. The thing is, my building skills are sort of stuck somewhere in the 10-year-old me back in the somewhere in the 90s, and that means that I think about Lego in a very specific way when I do mocks, which is why my latest mock that I presented here was actually a more or less a copy or tribute to the classic pirate sets, because you know that's a style I can actually sort of hit or capture in the way that I do stuff, because as I said, my building style is sort of caught in the 90s. Actually, a thing I discussed with MRN Bricks in an interview with him that's also available on my channel and on his channel as well. He does some very interesting things with megamocks and lighting. He's very into lighting up builds, and on the cheap he's found some very, very interesting ways to do it very cheaply, especially compared to those light sets that you can buy for your modulars and such, which seems to be quite expensive, but they do look good, that's for sure. Yep. Ben Brick says, I'm always excited when you try to watch my videos, although they are in German. And yes, Ben Bricks, I am also very interested in watching your videos. I do understand a certain amount of German. We actually talked about that earlier on this live stream because there was an Austrian guy here. And he asked about how I was able to understand his videos. And I am able to understand, I'm able to understand more German than I speak myself, or write German for that matter, because I had it in school, and I was taught German from, let's say, 7th grade, maybe? I don't know, something like that. And that means I have sort of a passing knowledge about German. I do understand parts of it pretty well. So, you know, from the context and all that, it's interesting to see. And you also do you have a very interesting city. And it's only very, very recently I realized that I hadn't seen your city, Ben Breaks, but you do have a very interesting city. So if you guys are not already subscribed to Ben Breaks, you should go check him out, because he has a very interesting Lego city that I actually really enjoyed discovering. Yeah, so that was that's great. That's really, really great. That's really, really great. It's really, really great. Hey, Bricks Only. Hey, my friend. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to this little live stream. We are building the 31083 Cruising Adventures. And I can see why you would like this for Christmas. I am really enjoying this one, and I think it looks very beautiful as well. To be honest, what is going like this, I think. And I am amazed about the size. It's so big. It's so big if you compare it to some of the boats that was available in the 90s. I think actually this is almost as big as some of the container ships from that pier theme that was available in the start of the 90s, 91, 92, something thereabouts. I think this is almost as big as a container ship from that period. So yeah, that might give you an sort of an insight into the way I perceive size in relation to Lego, because in my mind Lego ships, Lego stuff is still related to the whole four wide builds. I mean, you know, I expect a Lego car to have a width of 4 studs, nothing more. But that is not true anymore. That is simply not true anymore. They are wider That's for sure. But because I am a child of the 90s and because I had a dark ages period from somewhere in the late 90s to, yeah, just this year actually, I still consider Lego cars to be only 4 studs wide. So that's yeah, that's a bit about that. Ben Briggs asks if I have any information about Canadian Brickyard. Nope, I don't. I don't know anything that... No, I don't know anything about it. Nothing other than he just up and deleted all his accounts in every social media and also closed his Bricklink store from one day to the other. But that is the same story that you've heard from me a couple of times now, I think. So yeah, no, I don't really know anything about that. I hope he comes back at some point, and that's that's about all I have to say about that. To be honest, yeah, I need this. Bow. Carriage No Return says, I'm going to have to wish you all good night. Thanks for the live stream, Jakob. And good night to you too, Carriage No Return. It was good to have you. And I hope to see you soon again, my friend. Good night and sleep tight. Legomaniac says, sounds like a good disclaimer on this set. Will float, but only for about 4 seconds. I agree. Hey, Brick Boy Builder 18 Animations. Welcome, 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 my friend. Good to see you. Good to see you. It's great to have you here, and I hope you are enjoying this Friday, and I hope it's turning out to be to become a wonderful weekend for you. We are building the 31083 Cruising Adventure, and there's about a third of the build left, so you can still sort of catch the important part of it where we finish up the build. It's been a great build so far. A lot of interesting small details, especially this pattern here on the side has been great. And this one, and not nearly as it hasn't taken nearly as long as I thought in the beginning. I think I've come much farther than I feared at this point. So, oops, it's these we need here. Oh, I see. We need, and here comes the point where I start missing things, because I can sort of see the build coming to an end, and because I might be getting a bit tired. It is kind of late here in Denmark. It is nearing half 11, so that's 11:30. So yeah, that might be why I am making a little more mistakes now than I did just 20 minutes ago. But it's all fine. It's all fine. We are pressing on because I think we can make this tonight. The Lego Room says I need to call in that too now. Thank you so much as always, Jakob. Good night. And yes, good night to you too, the Lego Room. I hope you are going to have a wonderful weekend, and thank you for stopping by. It was wonderful to see you as always. And welcome back, Brick Pasta. Yes, I am still streaming, and we still need about 30 pages of the instruction here, so I think it might be about 20 minutes, half an hour still that this is gonna go. The funny thing is, I don't think it has been as hard to find the pieces as I would have feared. when I poured everything out on the table like this. It's actually been pretty easy to find everything, and that is kind of surprising, I think. But it's good. It's good that I'm not losing a lot of time just searching for bricks. So yeah, that's good and surprising and good and surprising and good. Oh yeah. And apparently one more. Okay, so one more of that. Yes. This, and this, and what more? Where are they? This one. Now, of course, just as I said, it hasn't been as hard finding things. I have a hard time finding something. Yeah, there we go. So that's typical. Maris Briggs says, I tried to order them by color before building. Yeah, maybe I should have done that. But I didn't. And I think it's, until now, it's worked out pretty okay. Not perfect, but okay. So, yeah. When I do my speed build videos, I usually sort by colors and types before I start, but that's mostly because I want to make sure that everything is there. It is old sets that I'm putting back together, so I might have counted something wrong or done something wrong, and I don't want to be missing pieces while I'm in the middle of it. That actually happened once, but whoops, I managed it in editing, but nevertheless it was annoying to have to stop filming to go look for a brick to come back to continue the filming. But anyway, for something like this, when it's not in bags, numbered bags, I just pour everything because that's fun too, I think. I like the railing. Yes, this is a great idea. I've never seen this used before. And I don't even know where these pieces actually come from. I haven't seen them before. But they, of course, they are from somewhere. That's for sure. But I haven't seen them before. And I think they're pretty cool. I like that there's sort of this railing with a rope type thing around it. That's pretty good. There's a nice detail. Adds a nice detail to this build. That's for sure. That is for sure. 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 This one. And Mary Spriggs says that's the same piece used in the Lego Star Wars 7115. What's that? 7115? Gungan Patrol. Ah, I see. All right. Yeah. Okay. Yes. Get it. I get it. I think that piece is used on Luke's speeder, says Brick Pasta. Maybe. I don't know. Wow, the Lego pieces. Welcome. It's a long time since I've heard anything from you. Welcome, my friend. I hope you're well, and it's good to see you. It's really, really good to see you. How have you been? Anything wonderful happened? We are building the 31083 Cruising Adventure, which is a set I bought some time ago, and I was lucky enough to get at half price, very close to the release of the set. So I was pretty lucky back then, so that was great. Yeah, but how are you holding up, Lego pieces? How are you holding up? Thanks. Life issues, well, all right, yeah, life issues, they are aplenty, aren't they? I hope you are managing well, and that the life issues are now at a point where you are satisfied with everything. because that would be nice, I think. Sloped bricks. There's 2 right here. Let's use those then. Oh, I see. Okay, so we actually, I like it when they place window pieces behind something else to create frames that are not just square frames. This makes it sort of a triangular frame like this, which is pretty great, and it's got window pieces behind it. That's good. That's nice. Very good thinking there. Very good thinking. I like. It's actually a lot of details in this one that I'm pretty surprised about. I always had, before I actually started building these creator set, I had an idea that they were maybe a bit more simplistic than so many others, but I found, having built a lot of them at this point, that they are just as intricate, just as detailed as every other set. The whole creator thing is just an idea about, you know, being able to create different things out of the same set. So that's cool, and I like that. I like these transparent glass doors. Really like those. These here, these are great. I really like those. And I like that they have put on a small handle as well, like this. That's great. That's really great. Lego Minecraft Productions. Hello, 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 my friend. Hello, 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 and welcome. Welcome. It's been a long time, I think. How are you holding up? How are you holding? I put this in the wrong way. Of course I have, because that's typical me. Typical me. Can I get it out again? No, I can't. There we go. And like this. Boop. The Lego Pieces says, this set is one of the best for mocks. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. There's a lot of pieces, that's for sure. Some good possibilities with windows and doors and such. Yeah, I can agree. This is a great set, and I'm pretty sure it's good for mocks as well. So yeah, I think you're right. So, putting in the rest of the windows now, and they look really good. No cracks or scuff marks or anything, which can sometimes, in my experience, be a problem with these window pieces. If they are bigger window pieces, they can actually arrive being scuffed. Like this one has a small one, that's not anything. There's a bigger one up here. I think it's almost unavoidable that some of these will have scratches on them, but it does annoy me a bit that they do have them. But that's yeah, that's what it is. That is what it is. Lego Pieces says, hey, where is Dracula? Well, I don't know where Dracula is, but Bricula is not here right now. He will be back at some point, I'm pretty sure. Because he did gain quite a following, it seems. I don't know when, I don't know what particular occasion it'll be, but he will return at some point. And if you're referring to the small set, that has actually already been taken apart and put into storage. So, ooh, I like this. This is good thinking, you know, turning it around like this, giving it an angle that's different. That's good. This is a great idea. I like this. Brick Pasta says, I'm surprised the windscreens are not shipped with protective film on them. Yes, I'm surprised about that as well. The thing is, you can actually just write Lego and they'll ship you new ones. But those don't arrive in protection film either. So you can just forever keep ordering new window pieces, because they are bound to end up being scratched when they get to you. no matter what. Something. Yeah, but anyway, I'll accept a few scratches because that is just the way it is. But if it's too bad, I will write Lego and make them send me some new ones in the hopes that they are in a better condition when they get to me. Yep. And to those. All right, I see now. Like this. Ben Brick says the boat really reminds me of the second build of the Creator Caravan 31052. I don't know that one. I'll have to look that one up. Sounds good. Briggs only says that would make sense. Most people don't bother to order replacements. I think you're answering something I didn't see. Just a sec. Yeah. Legomaniac suggested that maybe it's cheaper to actually send out new ones than to add film to the ones so they won't be scratched. And I think you're onto something there. I think it's definitely a cost-benefit analysis that they've made. You know, that they have found out that it'll be more expensive for us to make a protective thing, whatever it might be, film, casing, whatever, than actually just sending people new pieces for the one that's either missing or if they are scratched. But that just means that at some point, you know, people will have ordered so many extra pieces that there must be a tipping point. There must be a tipping point. Or maybe there isn't, because the cost per piece might be higher. So yeah, no, maybe you're right, Legomaniac. Maybe you are right. It is a question of a cost benefit. And that's all it is. That's all it is, probably. Oops. We are making the bottom part here. Like this. And this one here should be not here, but here. There we go. All is well. And we get to make the fishing rod. That's cool because this looks like a whip, which is actually going to be a fishing rod. And this is the point where it starts to remind me a lot of the boat that I have showed here on my channel previously. Now, I don't remember the name of that boat, to be honest, or the set number, but it is a video I published some time ago. Small fishing boat with a shark fishing chair at the back, which was pretty cool. And this, when building it in this way, it reminds me very much of that build as well, like that. So brick. What? Briggs only says, but then again, I'd be willing to pay a couple more dollars to get a good quality windshield. Yes, yeah, maybe you're right. I don't know if I would be interested in paying more. I think they are selling a product, and that product should have a certain quality to it. It should be not scratched when we get it. So, and I don't think we should pay more for that. Not at this point, anyway. but maybe we'll have to if we as users demand unscratched bricks. I've noticed that the other bricks, not just windshields and window pieces, can be scratched as well when you get it. And you know, I don't know precisely where Lego is quality control wise when it comes to scratches, but at least it's very, very rare. I've never really had it happen that a piece is actually missing, and I think maybe that is more important to Lego than scratched pieces, because scratched pieces means that, all right, yeah, they need to order replacements, but you can't actually build the set when you get it. You might have to, you know, wait a couple of days. Oops, that's a computer. Wait a couple of days to get a not scratched. Ooh, that's another computer. To get a not scratched part, but you can't actually build it. And I think, as far as I've understood it, the goal of Lego's quality control is there should never be a Christmas evening that's ruined because our product wasn't complete. So, yeah, I think they are fulfilling what they want to fulfill. The other part of it is just that's what, I don't know. I'm just guessing. I don't know. We are getting closer and closer to the end now. I'm building the sort of second story of the cabin for this boat. And when that's about done, I think the build will be about done. Bricks Only asks, hey, Brick Bakery, what do you use for a camera? I use my iPhone, and it's an iPhone SE. And that means that it is an iPhone that's a 6 on the inside but a 5 on the outside, and it has served me quite well. I am very pleased with it. It is what I record everything on this live stream and all my videos as well. Brick Pastor says, I'm enjoying the stream, and I am enjoying that you guys are here. It's very cozy, actually. I like this. This is very, very nice. And this is a cool printed piece. Ooh, a speedometer and 2 computers. It's very, very intricate controls for this boat, that's for sure. And a small steering wheel as well. So, as we are drawing to a close, I would like to remind you to like this video, because it really, really helps out the channel. And of course, if you want to, you can also share some of my content with some of your good friends, because that also helps out the channel. Yeah, and I do have videos on Mondays, most Thursdays, and I usually stream like I am doing now on Fridays. It's not every Friday, but it is most Fridays. I try to plan my life accordingly, so I can actually do these live stream on Fridays, but it's not always that it's possible. And speaking of, there will be a live stream on next Friday as well. So you please sure to check in for that, because that will be cozy too, I think. Yeah, it is just my iPhone, and yes, it is surprisingly good quality. I think for live streams, the quality is also dependent on the kind of internet connection you have, and we in Denmark generally are blessed with very high speeds on our internet, so that helps a lot. And also lighting. I have no less than 4 lamps going in this room at this moment, and they're all very high lumen. That means they have there's a lot of light coming out, so to speak, of those lamps, and that is very, very important too. So lots of light, and yeah, sorry, I'm just trying to look at the plan as well. Yeah, a good hint for doing high quality video is lots of light, and if you want to do a high quality live stream, of course, good camera is always good to have, but a good internet connection is also key. So that is needed. That is really, really needed. Oh, Lego Lucky, I didn't see you there. Sorry, man. Sorry. Benbrick says lighting is even more important than expensive camera. Yes. I say use whatever camera you have, get whatever lamps you have, and just put them in the room where you are. If you want to do something with light, get something with low wattage and high lumen, because that puts out a lot of light. And be careful to use lamps that are, this is not, take care of yourself. Be sure to use lamps that can actually, that are actually meant to have high lumen or high or lumen bulbs in them, because it might not go so well if you put too high lumen bulbs in low lumen lamps. I'm not giving you any advice here. I'm just saying, watch out, take care, don't do anything stupid when you work with electricity and light. Keep an eye on everything when you do stuff like this. But anyway, use a lot of light. That is for sure. Benbrick says, in my live streams I'm using some HD webcams. Sounds interesting. I have earlier on this live stream I was talking very briefly about maybe try. Sorry, what's going on here? Oh, this one. Maybe I would like to do a multicam setup at some point, but I haven't really looked into it too much, and I need to find out how that whole encoding thing works, and stuff like that before I actually start using more cameras, because as far as I can see, there's actually no way to do more cameras if you don't use some kind of encoding device. And I have never ever done something like that. But it would be interesting to do. It would be interesting to do. Mary Spriggs says, I use a 4K video camera and without light the quality is really poor. Yes, I can imagine. And it's a Logitech C920 that Ben Briggs is using, and I imagine you're using two of those for your streams, I imagine. There we go. We are nearing the end very quickly now. Oops. Brick Bakery, if you need help using OBS and multiple cameras, just contact me. Thank you very much, Ben Bricks. I might just do that. It might not be, in the near future, because I do have to consider my economic situation as well before I start really exploring the whole buying new cameras and such. And I'm not sure that I'm not gonna buy a camera for filming my normal videos before I'm actually going to go into upgrading my live streaming setup. Before that, I should actually upgrade my editing setup, because what the editing software I use is both not very new, it's not updated anymore, and it's actually on a computer that doesn't have internet access. So there's a lot of going back and forth between two computers, which is, it's not just a it takes a lot of time, and it's also a very, very, very old-fashioned way to do stuff. So maybe that should be the point where I put my money and my my energy before anything else, I think. Oh, this goes on here. Wow, this is cool. This is cool. Like this. And there we go. Very nice. Very nice. I like this. This is cool. Yeah, Lego the Maniac says, I would also recommend using softbox lights to diffuse and soften shadows. That is true. I have done everything here on YouTube as cheaply as possible until now. And I am pretty satisfied with what I've got, to be honest, for the money that I've actually used. Nothing is perfect on my channel, but I have not used a lot of money on it as well. So I think that's a good trade-off. The first thing I am going to upgrade, and I have already ordered the stuff for doing that, is sound. I am really annoyed about how hard it is to control sound levels, especially because I use different camera positions, that now I've taken the step to buy one of those Smart Law SMARTLAV Plus from Rode, which is a lavalier mic, one of those small microphones that you can clip on your shirt. And I will start using that as soon as I get it. Now, you might not see it straight away in my videos, because I do produce sometime in advance, so it might not be until Christmas maybe even that you see my videos with a new and hopefully improved sound quality. And yeah, so that's the first place I chose to do something, because it was actually also maybe the cheapest place to start, and in my mind the place where the biggest gain can be gotten by a relatively small investment. So yeah, that's what I've done until now, sort of studio and quality wise, at this point at least. And maybe a tripod, of course. A tripod, yes, I have a tripod, and again, a very cheap one, bought from a very cheap place on the internet. I don't even remember what place it was, but it was cheap, and that was the point. The point was for me in the beginning to just find out, can I do the YouTube thing, and will it sort of stick? Do I want to keep on doing it? And once I sort of figured that out, then I could start saying, all right, now I want to upgrade. I want to make it nice in a different way than I can actually do by this point. So as I just said, my first step was to try to upgrade the sound, because I can still, when I watch some of my own stuff, I can still hear a lot of room, and I've noticed that the live streams I do are actually very bad on the room, and that's because I'm sitting pretty far away from the microphone, and the microphone is not necessarily pointed my way, it's pointed towards something else. So yeah, Lego Maniac says, Brick Bakery, yeah, an external microphone is a good investment. Yeah, I think so too, and that is why I started off with that one. Yeah, I have a funny feeling that I've actually forgotten something here, because those green pieces does not seem to be used, and there's also a window. Shouldn't be any window left over, should there? Or is that for the other builds, maybe? This one is hard to get in for some reason. There we go. Up and a wing. And another wing. Lego Maniac says, I do have an external microphone, but my videos might not benefit from them. And that is probably because you don't do a lot of speaking on your videos. If you do at some point, that external microphone will be a great advantage to you, I am sure. I am sure. I like this seagull here. That's pretty creative. Very nice. Very nice. Putting this on. Yeah. And this one should get on here. Like this. So that's actually more or less the finished boat, but I am a bit curious because I have pieces here that I'm pretty sure shouldn't be here, and it's mostly these two green ones here. I am pretty sure that they should have been used somewhere. This window maybe not, but I'll just have to check the instruction book. Yeah, it is an amazing boat, but it also needs to be finished. It also needs to be finished. I have no idea about that window. I don't think I missed it. Maybe it's for the additional builds. I don't know. Interesting. Brick Only is trying to tell me something. You're missing the tiles on top of the tree. Oh, that's good. Thank you. That's a good start. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, much nicer. I did think that it looked a bit unfinished, but yeah, oh well. And what about this window? What about this window? What can that be? Just place them somewhere and call it mock. Yes, thank you. And all these, I'm always a little worried, but I am noticing that most of these are actually 1x1 size, and that is usually a good sign. No, I actually think this is for the additional builds and not for the main build. I'll have to look. Does it go somewhere in the captain's quarters? Captain's quarters. Or maybe I'll just have a quick look here at the boat. Nope. Nope. It should turn up here, I think. No. I think I'll just conclude that there is something that's in here because of the additional builds, not because of the main build. No, doesn't seem like. Yeah, Mary Spriggs, I think you are. Yeah, that's what's Ben Briggs. I think that's why I'm a bit weirded out about that window piece. But it doesn't seem. Nope, it doesn't seem like I can actually see any. I can't for the life of me figure out where it was supposed to be. That's weird. That's just plain weird. And it's not like... Nope. Maybe it's for the surfer. What? For the surfer? So on the surfboard? Nah. Yeah, senior brick pasta. I'll be ending very, very shortly. I just need to figure out this last piece. Now, I think I'll conclude that it is for something else than this, because I really haven't seen anything that really indicates that it should be. No, I think yeah, I think that's it, folks. Yeah, it's not for jet ski either. No, I think that's just how it is. So we will put in our regular boating captain right here. Oh, it's for the surface use as a wave. Yeah, well, okay. I'll do that. Point. She can't stand up, but that's fine. Like this. She's on a wave like that. Boop. Yeah, that's about it for me today. Thank you, guys. Remember to comment and like and subscribe, and please share something of mine with your friends. It was good to see you all. It was very, very cozy to talk to everyone, and I really enjoyed this build. I hope you enjoyed this little live stream as well, and I hope you will have a wonderful weekend. So yeah, see you guys. Bye bye.